Girlfriend experience. Fancy a good time, I'm all yours. Raise your hands and listen. Welcome to my place. Fancy a good time. I'm all yours. Let the music take control.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Was that good for you? I want you in me, baby.
traders? Welcome to stream. Not sure if y'all hear me or not. Probably do. Sorry, just. Alright, so big day today. A lot of earnings across the market. A lot of pumps, lots of dumps. More pumps than dumps, though. So I'm seeing. And Apple was the big one. And, you know, I think it had an earnings beat, but just the numbers weren't there that people expected. And so it is down 1.86% after hours, after already having a down day, almost 1%. And then, you know, the demand line was broken. We were discussing that just yesterday, the event, and some follow. But there's never really been a back test of the old all-time high from 2021. So, I mean, like, that's in order. This is not a huge gap down of any sort. So, you know, it's not a breakaway gap where it's not going to get filled anytime soon. That's a key characteristic of the breakaway gap. So this gap would probably fill. Say you open tomorrow at 187.61, it's really not a big deal, especially when you've got other market drivers that are doing well in their earnings, like Amazon. So, all right, Apple, not really having a good time. I think it's like lacking to see growth, first time consecutively, first time since like 2016 or something like that. But then again, you go to the e-commerce giant, the largest in the world, Amazon, and it's different. After hours, Amazon is at its highest price since August 18th of last year. Okay, so the trade setup after hitting the first target, pulling back, earnings, you never know, pump. So maybe we'll be getting to the second and third target of this trade setup. Let's take a look at it. Just think here. You know, what do we think, man? Is Amazon gonna finally make it, man? Is it gonna make it? All right, so if we look at this, we see first target 133. That was it. Second target 144. That's right here. So we are very close, closing in. Might be there tomorrow if things get nuts, you know. And then a third target of 164.15, right? 164. So different Fibonacci I've got on the trade setup. So right around that 78% retrace target, third target. So so far so good, man, on Amazon. And it was brilliant. Yeah. The piercing line reversal at the key inflection point from history. After the development of a momentum shifting structure. Okay, all right, we're on our way. So Microsoft and Amazon were the big ones, but then how about DraftKings? That was a specimen, possibly the trade of the year in terms of technicals. Everything you could have dreamed of was there. It was identified in our community. It was discussed. Some people took action. It was look left. The level from March 2020. So we have magic really here. And the bull flag played out, and now after hours, DraftKings trading at its highest level since December 7th of 2021. And now approaching that common retrace area we call the golden zone, from the all-time high to the lowest low. TA respect ongoing here. If you look at like hard targets for support resistance, I think the big one's like $43 to $44 up there, that inflection zone. You just don't know how high this is going to run, but this has been just spectacular since the beginning of the year. God, unstoppable.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
Nope, just DraftKings. Okay. But then you had unlikely fellows doing things after hours, like Tupperware. Currently, as I'm speaking to you, it is up 94% after hours. Yes, 94%. Psychotic casino stuff going on here, all right? Casually trading at $6.88, but closed today, just hours ago, at $3.52. Look at the volume. Who is that? Who are you, man? You got too much money. Put it in Shiba coin. Don't put it in Tupperware. But then they would come at me and be like, dude, it's Tupperware. They make things. It's not a joke of a joke. What is up with that? I'm just like really quiet for me. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at like notable gainers. Okay, what do you want to know? Crypto, Bitcoin didn't move. Ethereum didn't move. XLM, XRP actually dumping. Multiple S coins dumping. Litecoin having a bad day after its halving yesterday. I guess that's traditional. But more tradition would be eventually a pivot and then it runs again to unreal highs. But just not yet. Other than that, I mean, in the crypto sphere, Hess has recovered to, 6.4 of 1 penny. Congratulations. And the top performer, by the looks of it, looks like basic attention token of 1.43%. What a joke. Joke market, gonna continue being a joke until something changes. I just don't get it, man. It's like the mentality of, I'm a crypto moon boy. I love crypto. So you love something that does less for the world and society than Tupperware that like went bankrupt. If you want to be a degen, then go long Tupperware. Stop longing jokes in crypto. At this point, there's just not enough liquidity even to pump. It's like one a day now in crypto of the 18,000. So, all right, Tupperware, your joke. It's amazing. Of it. You want to? I guess we'll go to Bitcoin. We're not really done, but I know. Here it is. Here's the eternal 29K price on Bitcoin. Same price it was at in March. Same price it was at in June of last year. Same price it was at in January of 2021. You'd have to go back like further, You'd have to time bottom. But if you're just holding this for years, you could be like very much underwater if you were the one to get in during the mania. But yeah, so it's just like you can say, oh, Bitcoin's up 80% on the year. Yeah, okay, like cool. But how many? There are a lot of stocks up more than that on the year. Ethereum down 0.18%. I guess getting close to that 200 moving average, the demand line, the ice line. So my idea here, okay, so you think like, what are you talking about? Like the confirmation low, something like this, some divergence or something, 1 and 2, and then the run, right? You're looking for. And I'll give you a good example of what's happened recently to one, and one that looks similar to Ethereum, but is pretty much ready, okay? You look at Ethereum here. Looking for that second test, and then we look to HES, Hess Corporation. Look at this. One of the most well-respected channels I've seen, since the 2020. This is what I'm talking about. Like one low, then the second low. Even on the second low, you get a confirmation low at that demand line, and then the supply line broken, and then Hess today making its highest price since January, the beginning of the year, 7-month highs. Back below that 200 moving average. Yeah. At the heart line, you break that, overbought territory is like $175 and probably all-time highs. So that's what you want to see on Ethereum. Some sort of second test of the level. Buyers defend it. So then they all understand. Oh, and look, specifically at that demand line, you want to see a Japanese candlestick reversal. Okay, well, think about it like this. All right, your mind's about to be blown, okay, if you really care about Steve Nielsen candles. Okay, there was one time the sellers pushed the price below that key demand line. What happened? Bullish engulfing candle. What happened on the retest? Piercing line reversal. What happened on the retest? Bullish hammer. What happened on the second test locally? Bullish engulfing candle. Mother of God. Just spectacular stuff on Hess, okay? But then you go to AutoZone AZO. Kind of like, is the stage getting set here on AutoZone for the similar stuff? The trend is your friend. One time. but not 2 yet. Very close. Would this manifest into a Hess? Would Ethereum manifest into a Hess? You never know, and not always, but that's what we're looking for if you're wanting to take action. Of course, yeah, like all this cool stuff, right? What about Doge? Says the chat. Yeah, what about Doge? It's a joke. It's been a joke. It's not in any sort of trend. It's in a no trend, if anything. And the only thing, if you cared about TA and you wanted to see something happen, is a back test of 6.5 cents. A pivot, a higher low, an entry there. Easy stop loss setup, and then let it ride 9.1 plus cents. So here you go. All right. Oh, sorry about this. Coinbase posting its, what is it, 6th quarterly loss in a row. Not much movement after hours, but still down 0.91%. No back test $83 yet. You may not get it. It seems like you probably would, and you may not even hold it. But as long as a higher low gets put in, then
can we take
$50
you're Maker?
Golden for much higher prices. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, we'll look at Maker. Sure, if you want to look at Maker. And thank you for the first super chat ever, man. Pipe in the chat for that. Appreciate it, dude. Y'all want to see something that absolutely insane? That I can't even believe no one even said the ticker today. Well, in this stream so far. Starts with a C, ends with a K, and it's not gross. It's Traeger. It's Cook. One of the most spectacular looking Wyckoff accumulation structures out there that was up at its resistance, couldn't break it. I mean, even a shooting star reversal there, but then earnings fulfilled its destiny. So the composite operator had been accumulating its position for the greater part of a year, and the consolidation is over. The markup phase has begun. It is unbelievable. I mean, at the highs today, Cook saw $6.68 and closed yesterday at $4.14. Yeah, after hours. Yeah, it happens, man. This is, okay. You can't help it, man. Can't help that earnings keep showing up, you know, and every quarter. These structures been around for many quarters. I mean, my God, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was your 5th earnings within this Wyckoff accumulation structure. So I love that. So I'm talking about this subtle stuff here, right? Like that slightly higher low than the previous low. No one would even think anything of it, but it means something. It really does. So it's a subtle indicator of strength, but it can manifest into things like this. So just amazing. And it was an 88% retrace plus from the low to high, even though it wasn't a formal M shape of sorts. It wasn't a, I don't think it was a shark, far too deep on B. Yep, the grills. It's absolutely amazing, dude. There were more though. Lost my footing here. Dang. Oh yeah, Nicola did not have a good one. You know, I was up. The earnings weren't good, but still engulfed today. I think it reported this morning. But, you know, what a loser, right? I think it broke the supply line. It's like an S coin. And that was in January, and then it pumped with Bitcoin. It's just going to end up making a lower high than the previous high and roll over again later. You just don't know how long these squeezes can last. They seldom last long. If you just think about the last high to low, you got about a 61.8% retrace, very common. So say history repeat itself, and you were going to go for a 618 again. There's a lot of upside. $5.79 for Nicola just to hit the common retrace and reverse. Hey, Hey, it's anonymous, man. Thank you so much for the merchandise purchase, the chart patterns, canvas print. Thank you, dude. Enjoy it. It's awesome, high quality stuff. Oh yeah, you want to see something ugly though? Who had a bad earnings? Car Gurus. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay. Currently after hours trading at $19.68, down 8.42%. And I guess you're nearing that one support from November of 2020 one time. So maybe you hold that, but again, just ugly chart. It was an extended run. Not much rhyme or reason on the reversal. Just the overall macro reverse in October 2, bottom. So, but whatever, it's still going to be uptrending midterm, short term until you fall below the 1580, 1618 level from 2020. Square earnings too was down after hours. I think they did well on earnings, but yeah, down 5.45% after hours. But after hitting a couple targets on the trade setup, like I don't know how you could really be upset about it. Yeah, that was always a probability that a sell-off on earnings, no matter if they beat or not. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with the trade setup. It is still extremely active. Because you took profit and you probably got about 33% of your position left in this thing. Who cares about a 5% drawdown as long as it makes a high? It could go down to $58. You could like re-enter there and let it run again, and then it'll probably end up testing the top of the range later. So you can't really be discouraged because it doesn't matter. Targets hit 2 of the 3. Then you had Monster Beverage, down 4.17% on its own earnings. This, they had a split, I guess. Yeah, what a run, man! What a run! I mean, this is Monster. Okay, the diabetes, part of the diabetes fund. After hitting all-time highs just a couple months ago, still uptrending like crazy. We could do multiple channels here. I think the channel to be doing would be the one from March right now, just to see it, you know. It's like currently, yeah, like look what happens. You get over bought in the uptrend, and then you back test that level supply line, reconfirm it twice, and then you roll over, and then now you're down, and maybe oversold territory be considered around 53.77 near the 200-day moving average. Already spent a lot of time back testing the old all-time high ass support from November to March. So you may not see that again, but just great trend so far, but bad earnings. Redfin down 9% after hours after that really nice, or it was like, you know, hey, it's not great or perfect because the neckline is so effed, but momentum was shifting. Buyers were defending the 200 moving average, even defending, look, just, you know, look at the old low over here, you know, 1 time, 2 times, you know, and what a run it's been on off its lows, and it was above 1435, an ice line from 2018, but after hours right now, being down 9%, it is below that level. But there's, what are you worried about? I mean, it's been uptrending, and the trend is not in jeopardy until the price is falling below like maybe $9-10. And even the 2020 low, so everything's okay there. So FTNT was one that, like, I know Nefarious was like really digging towards the bottom. We've been talking about it being bad all last year because it was terrible, but it ended up just being this massive bull flag and then broke out, and it got to all-time highs as soon as July 19th. But guess what? It has crashed after hours, down 16.2%. Guidance is down. But man, it was just what a run it was on, you know, since that M shape developed, the $50 level was recaptured, and it had its own earnings in February. It was a breakaway gap, you know, of sorts, and now just collapsed. Currently after hours trading at its lowest price since May 8th. Big yikes, man. Big yikes there. What is it? You got Wayfair had earnings this morning, and my God, man, no one's ever requested this. I don't think I've ever even come here to wait. Oh, I've been here. Okay, I got memory of this place. There's a candle there. My God, I wish I'd have come here, man. You know, it's just like, if someone would have requested it, or if I'd have had it on my watch list and we were paying attention, sweet mother of God, it would have been a trade setup, right? I mean, it's like the second test and attempt here at the level. You can see it from history. 2016, 2020, and it's just like once and twice, and look at it now. It's unreal. And just broke out today too, or not yet today, but maybe yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Yeah, look at the breakout in the back test. So what a great day today for Wayfair. Retail, that's the story, man. Retail is certainly a story. If you care about technicals, where this was an earnings today, but this is the Gap store. Same subsector. What, of consumer discretionary or whatever. And look, I mean, it's just begun. It's barely even done anything, but it's up again 2% today. I mean, today had its highest price since March, early March. All happening at the levels you dream of. You don't get until years go by. 2008. Buyers are defending with confirmation a 2008 ice line. It goes back to like 1990 something too. So, I mean, if this thing truly plays out, you're talking at least $21. Yes, at least over doubling in price. You know, and that would be like an underperforming scrub where it ends up turning into a bearish 5-0. Oh, I don't need to look at the weekly. The weekly's unbelievable here. Yeah, it's good. Unbelievably bullish. Just like Under Armour, that is another one in this similar category. You know, it was up 1.69% today. You know, it had a bad couple of days with the macro, but look, I mean, no problem. Gaps down and then engulfs today. And you have to understand, like, a lot of times what you see after these type 2 returns is you get an initial rally, but a pullback happens, and it can be deep. It can be its own 886. It can come back down to 715. But as long as a higher low gets put in these two lows, you got more accumulation argument. So I have no problem on Under Armour right now on that little pullback. Whatever, dude. Deal with it. It's just begun. If this really is going to play out, I mean, you're talking minimum 920, but you're probably $11 in time. Crazy. Warner Brothers also reported today, but very flat, down 1%. Not much to really write home about. Very in the dead middle of some inflection points, right? Ain't nothing to do here. No opportunity, just gambling if you were to long or short this. Flip your coin for 16, flip your coin for 10. That is contraction out the yin yang. All right. So Moderna raised its outlook on its vaccines or something, and this is sad, man. This is a failed trade, like a failed setup. Like, you're out of this. You do not own Moderna. That's an inverted hammer today if there's follow through tomorrow, but that you can't get that. A falling wedge completed M shape at a key support and no bids. Yeah, this is why proper position sizing and strategic stop losses are mandatory for the swing trader. You barely lost anything, too. Yeah. A few dollars per share on the stop loss triggering. But yeah, that was it. I mean, that's, look, the level. I mean, why would you want to own Moderna now? You wouldn't. Same thing as Square, right? Square could have failed too. We don't know. We don't ever act like we know. Oh, we gotta look at the U.S. 10-year yields. I think it took out the high. It's getting very close anyway. Very, very close to that high from 2022. You gotta wonder here, man. Log scale, I think that's what we've been doing on this one. Alt L, nice. Okay, so it could be a massive W reversal. It could, yeah, definitely. But I don't see how. I think the interest rates are going up. You broke back out 2009, 2010 peak, and the valleys from 2005. You're right at this swing low from 1998, and there's just really not much there. I mean, you're thinking 5.18% yields. That's the next one here. Think we get there? I mean, again, if you think about the way it is, the Great Reset, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah, we'll see 5.18%. If we're just not talking about technicals and just talking about the way things are going, the way things are trending, yeah. Unaffordability for housing will continue to rise to its all-time highs. It's already at all-time highs, but it'll get worse. I think they got to kill the regional banks, man. They got to destroy them, right? All these banks underwater because they bought bonds a couple of years ago, even a year ago, and now they're virtually worthless. So the only thing preventing them from collapsing is a bank run. So, because once people try, I mean, if people try to get their money out, they'll have to sell all these crappy, worthless loans at a loss. Yeah, it won't work. So I do think there's greater powers at play in this market, and it is the elites. But look at that. I mean, is that not a bull flag breakout back test? Get the F out of here, man. That's crazy. Yep, highest close today since November 2022. I mean, these like bond yields and bond charts are like pretty much screaming, yeah, we're about to collapse. I mean, like the whole market's collapsing, but it's not. It's like not collapsing. We're 52-week highs. Yeah, 10 pence, totally, man. Me too, man. I got a conviction on that one too. Yeah. PayPal didn't go well for PayPal today, did it? That was looking just kind of okay, but then this is what I'm saying. You can't. Why did I not post a trade setup like above this level? Right there, man. I mean, earnings. Like, right, someone enters this, they're not safe. Like, you could have had the most strategic stop loss set up. Guess what? It's called a running stop. It would have never triggered. You'd have been underwater, stuck in this, and it closed at session lows, closed at its lowest price since June 14th, and back below the danger zone. The downtrend continues, and back on the table is a $42 price. There is nothing here unless some sort of miracle by the composite operator occurs. This is like B&B breaking $200, $40 target. So they have that in common. Big yikes. That's right. On the analysis, when we're looking at it, wait for the earnings. You have to. It's a universal rule. If you are a risk-averse person, a risk-averse trader, which you always should be, earnings is like the most hyper uncertain thing you could imagine. So it's like you can't have, there's no insurance policy. Unless you're just hedging, and it's like, then like if you're hedging, then if you own nothing, you're hedging too. If you don't own it, you're not long and short. You're doing nothing. That's technically hedging too, versus owning, puts and calls or whatever. Very bad, ugly stuff. The downtrend continues. The 200-day moving average could never really get recaptured. Man, so much worse than Square. Square looks great compared to PayPal. Ugly stuff, dude, today for this one. But dude, look at some S coin, bro. Look at some S coin. Here's your CVS. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so what's going on with CVS? Kind of scary bad. All right, so there's this level that, is that it? I think it was, yeah. Okay, you got this bearish back test on CVS. Nice. I mean, it's still like an uptrend, I guess, but I don't know. After this is what happened on the index funds. You topped out, then you sold off, made a lower high. First time, no one knows. But then the second time, all but confirmed the trend reversal. That right there, that's what a trend. If you were like truly don't know and you want to know what does a trend reversal look like, normally it looks like that. Sometimes people would get the misconception that it's a bull flag. It's falling back below the 200-day moving average. The moving average starts down sloping. The slowest one, the lower highs. Yeah, that's what it looks like most of the time. And that's why I'm just not big on bull flags. I don't really like them because it's like you could be longing at the literal top and it's like the confirmation high, you know? No, I did not forget Maker. I mean, there are things actually happening on markets today. Maker is up 0.15%, right? So it's, and it's extended. There's no action one could take on it. Not much action one can take in crypto unless you're playing the casino lotto, man, because the moves you get are so fast and so quick. But yeah, I mean, really nice range. You're at the top of the range. Extremely high risk for a fresh long. Extremely high. And an undeniable bearish divergence broken out. That's like take profit. Even if it's broken out, it's take profit because you were blessed enough to even get a markup from the low. So I don't know, man. Like, to me, yes, you are above 1194, which is a real level. Look, 2018 a couple times. Nothing there till 1744. But it is implied exhausted. The price, the buyers are exhausted up here. So it could be the makings of a good old-fashioned fake out up thrust, right? If it doesn't go over Bitcoin, oof. You're going to be getting some 10% down days on Maker soon if this plays out. But yeah, I mean, like, great, dude. It's been a great run. It's same price it was at in June of 2022. Same price it was at January 2021. Same price it was at in December of 2017. Congratulations on Maker, man. Yeah, just... I don't, you know, like, again, I always appreciate the contributions, but when there's just no action to take, there's not much I can really do but tell you about the levels and the current things happening on the indicators, the oscillators. It's like a report, right? It's like, yes, it is broken out, but buyers are exhausted on a daily time scale. So the upside could very well be limited, where this may never make it to 1744 before a more pronounced pullback. Was that the only request? Yes, it was. It certainly was. All right. Oh, Crypto Hoarder, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the 6 months in the Citadel. Let's get some hype in the chat for the Hype King himself. The Hoarder, man. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. I don't know if you're in here right now. He's a busy man. Thank you, dude. I mean, dude, like, it's just all is quiet on the crypto front.
Boo on LSE, please.
What's up? What's up, G-Dog? Boo? Scary. You scare me, dude. Yeah, we'll go to it right now. Why not? Unless you want to go to totals first. I think we should do totals.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
I don't know, sir.
Here's your total, kind of breaking this level from 2021, right? Breaking it a little bit. Like, you know, people will misconstrue my attitude and think I'm being negative or something, saying like, you know, If you're a trader and you like buying low, this is the inverse of that. This is not low. This is considered extremely high at the tip top. Seeing an asset make a high and then a slightly subtle lower high, the distribution there, and another failed test to break this level. That's just not good. I mean, like, yeah, if it holds, that's amazing and stuff, cool. But and it's uptrending still. But it's a range, right? 761's the bottom, 1.2 is the top. It's right there in front of you. See it. So to buy here is buying resistance, buying a failed breakout, and you might get lucky and everything goes for you and it breaks upward. But sure, there's always a chance of that. But
And just like that,
let's kill it, man.
And then, just like that, price gonna dip.
Thank you, dude. So that's like the problem with crypto, total crypto, is just like Bitcoin, Ethereum. They have good trends. They've been in uptrends since the beginning of the year, but there's just, it is inherently high risk here because you would be buying resistance, buying failed breakout attempts, confirmed failed breakout attempts. That's just high, even if it breaks upward. The Boohoo group, hype in the chat. Oh my God, G-Dog. The Boohoo group. More like the Kane group. Yeah, it's so good. It's scary. Well, here it is. Trade setup worthy stuff. Yup. I wish you were here mid-July though, man. If we were down here, it'd be so much, a little bit easier to strategize. It was at 33.34, not 38.50, up 2.72% today. So it's like the shark here, 100% shark roughly. It's very similar. I mean, it exceeded the 886, of course, but it's at the basement. It's at all-time lows. This could be a composite man, accumulating down here. See the thing, bullish divergence down here too. In mid-June, you had it on. Oh my God, dude, the most impressive looking RSI divergence you'd get, where you get oversold once and then twice, and then you get like confluence really with the MACD histogram screaming the same thing, that sellers are exhausted at a support, and it finally played out to a degree, and there's just one target, and it's the top of the range, 56.68. Have it like that. Yeah, so buy low, right? So we look at total, and again, just education-centric stream, right? Where this is not low, this is high, even if it broke higher, okay? Flip the chart though, and all of a sudden, this is starting to look really good. Low risk for an entry,
Go back further, man.
Oh, yeah? Go back further. No need. It's so nice, right? Okay, but we will. The Boohoo group. All right, let's see. And that's a global 95. You're at the sweet spot, so it's not all-time low. Sorry, I did not zoom out enough. Foreign chart. 2014, 2015, the all-time low at 2250. This is amazing. This is what you want on an asset. Yep. This is just like DraftKings in certain ways. So this would be considered buying low. This would technically be considered buying high. In fact, there's a good argument for going short on total because of the failed breakout. But I'm not saying go short or anything. This market is illiquid and stupid, okay? But this right here is actionable, or it was, and it's off of, the lowest risk entry area. You're about 15% off the lows, G-Dog, unfortunately, So, but looking at something like this, I'd be the least surprised human on the planet if we eventually saw $53 to $57 again. It's incredible. Boohoo group. What a Chad. Chad looking stock with a British accent. Love it, man. What the? Okay. Jay, I don't know, man. Okay, well, that was last request. Man, I mean, I've only been live 46 minutes, but I mean, I've covered a lot today. A lot of Chinese stocks recovered. I mean, yesterday was a bad day, and then today was a pretty good recovery day. And gotta wonder how it's gonna go with you know the mega caps being mixed with Amazon and Apple flipping in terms of like one Amazon doing very well after hours, highs in a year, and then Apple's down 2%, but it's kind of negligible. It's like all it looks like to me, if it all stays the same, even a little bit lower, even a little bit higher on open tomorrow on Apple, that gap's gonna fill. Warren Buffett's with his pinky finger is gonna fill that gap. Not worried about it. Yeah, look at the S&P 500. Sure, whatever. Remember all that divergence? That was there. It's still there, Larry. I can't help it that it's there, okay? You can't get mad at me for identifying bearish divergence, continuing, and it all happening at a key ice line from history. Can't get mad at me for that. That's just reality. That's the area to identify bearish divergence after long runs and up against resistance, even failed breakouts. We've seen failed breakouts twice, February and April of 2022. The buyers pushed the price above the ice line, but were unable to keep the price above it for long at all. And what was historic price action after those failed breakout attempts? Well, very, very bad boys, right? Where the asset goes certainly down to 42 to 4,300, that'd be like 420 to 430 on the S&P 500. So if history repeats itself, that's the target. There's no confirmation up here. It's just, you've got the bearish divergence, you've got the failed bullish breakout, but that's it. That's all you got. It's very strong though, very, very strong divergence. Yeah. Let's see what happens on it. Dow Jones that was unable to break out. It was close. It tested its resistance, but couldn't do it, man. It was so close. You know, down 0.19% today, flat. Okay, whatever. It's all coming off of last week's it seeing its highest price in over a year. And it's still above 35,098. If the price doesn't hold that, then you're looking for a back test at 34,280. That'd be okay. No trend would be in jeopardy because you're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. If you sold off to back test 34,280, it'd be another higher low. So no big deal. But understand, just like the S&P, there is very real, undeniable Class A bearish divergence, and it's all happened at a key resistance from history. RSI was invalidated, but MACD still very much alive. Nasdaq Composite, same situation. The extension of bearish divergence, quadruple bearish divergence, if you will. Every high you make the same levels or low, they're all lower, you know, on this one, but still, even if it was the same, it would be bearish divergence. It should be Class C. It should be your weakest form. And on the tail end, right? Very real, perfect specimen RSI bearish divergence, right? Where you always want to see divergence happen in overbought territory or oversold territory. Anything in between, subject to possibly fall into oversold territory and validating it, or same thing on the top end. So that's where you always want to see both peaks in overbought territory, or I can't flip. You can't Alt-I this. I know you can invert it manually, but if you look at the bullish divergence, you want it to be both oversold. Okay. Down 0.1%. And also a failed breakout. You know, runs like this, failed, you know, it's like, hey, you're breaking out, but Let's see the follow through. Oh, and before I could even say, let's see the follow through, you're right back below. You failed to break out. And there's exhaustion on the oscillators. That is not good for bulls. I mean, that's just, those are not things that, those are natural things after runs like this that occur. But let's see if there's resolution. If the resolution comes to be a more pronounced pullback like maybe we saw in February. Because there has really been 0 pullbacks since February, which is insane. And then we'll look at the little brother IWM, Russ 2000 ETF, and still, you know, like down today, 0.28%. Unable to break 200, which is the big one. Above that's 210, 213 up there. That's the big one. So you're still sideways, range bound, same price that you were at February of last year. So same price you were at in December 2020. That's the index funds, man. There are assets out there making all-time highs. And here's the thing, the problem with the IWM, you're up against this like February 6th high, this August 2022 high, and you got that dreaded bearish divergence there. So index funds are telling us buyers are exhausted and there has been a failure from those buyers to break out. They did break out, but there were not enough of them to continue that breakout, and so you're now right back below that level. And oftentimes those buyers see that and they say, you know what, forget it, thought there were enough of us, there aren't, I'm relenting. And so the sellers would come in off that divergence and that failed breakout attempt. So Caspa made an all-time high. XDC, man, oh my god, dude. Yep, crypto's gonna do that, man, occasionally. 2 of the 19,000 that exist gonna do that, right? All right, so U.S. Well, we looked at that one. Were the other ones? The other one's looking good, bro. You want to see the TLT today? Can we get some? I mean, this is kind of scary stuff, man. Just gaps down. A bond, the TLT 20-year Treasury bond, gaps down 2.3% today. It's in free fall. Yeah, I get it. It's at an 886 now. Congratulations. I wouldn't touch this crap. I just love the shooting star. I love the lower highs. I love the way like the trend that was your friend was reassumed over the course of December all the way to May. The trend that was already there, right there, man. And this is kind of that type of behavior what is going on with Binance Coin too. Binance Coin's about right here. That's where Binance Coin is relative to its own chart. Just this part hasn't happened yet. So you got a real hard target of 82.60 or 88.62, excuse me, from 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, man. And that is the target, right? You already broke, right? A key level in 2003, 2005, 2008, 2009, whatever. You get it. And if you want even more targets, you want to see the all-time lows back from 2002, 81.54 on TLT. That could certainly be where things are headed, unless miraculously an M shape does, a pivot has to come, like soon, like now, like tomorrow. And the coming week or two, because you're at the 88% retrace of the M shape if you're hoping for that. I just think B is way too deep here for that. But my God, how legendary would it be that the TLT would put in some sort of M shape to reverse everything? I don't trust it yet. I gotta see. We gotta get the data, you know. Okay, let's look at gold real quick. Just wrap this up soon. Gold, not a good day. Pretty much as flat and dead as crypto is. Maybe we get a second test of 1897, 1920 as support. It could be awesome. I mean, if buyers can confirm this level as support, it might be time for 2075, but we're about to find out in the next few weeks, aren't we? Yep. This is such a massive level. Again, if you don't know, I'll show you how important of a level 1897 and 1920 is. Look, not only do you have like the candle high close from July 2011, you have the wick high in 1920. So that is why it's so important. And it's also been regarded as support resistance in 2021. So you do not want to fall below these two lines. But if buyers one more time can confirm it as support, could be time. Hopefully on the low, then the second low, we would get some sort of divergence here. Yeah, you might be having to like, you just got to hope for a higher low than the previous low. I don't know, if you get the same low, it would still like, and then the oscillator started like waning on negative momentum, you could still get some hidden bullish divergence, but it'd be class C divergence. So there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. Just we got to get the bids. They're not here yet. So the second test has to occur first. But bro, it's gold, man. Come on. Your silver can do it, man. As long as you're above $23, you're all right. Maybe you get a second test here too. Maybe you get the hidden bullish. You could be setting up for hidden bullish divergence if the bids can come in and buyers can defend all this huge level. It's just confluence here, man. Just all got the supply line, ice line, 200-day moving average. Just a ton of stuff here. Kind of like Ethereum. It's coming up on Ethereum's 1750 level. So we're just hoping because we're going to see a test. Almost make no doubt about it. Silver market participants are going to test this level, but the test may fail just as much as it could succeed. So we're going to be waiting and observing what type of price action and behavior we get here at this $23 level. Massive battleground. Rip for V-Ray, who sold us Tupperware. Yikes, dude. All right, man. Well, you know, what do you want me to do? I can't make like this. I'm doing all I can, right? I got lemons. I'm making lemonade, okay? We got a dead crypto market. You can't argue with that. It is certainly dead until new data presents itself that would contradict that assessment. Dead. No liquidity. No one's trading it. No volume. Yes. 2 coins out of 19,000 are kind of doing something good and they're pumping, man. Great. Just because there are 2 that are doing that doesn't mean that crypto's alive and well. And we're talking about in terms of liquidity and stuff you need to be a swing trader in this market successfully. It's just not good. It's awful. We're like 8, 9, 10 subs away from 69K. I'm never going to get it, man. Like, dude, it's over. The time to grow on YouTube is done. It's never, no, okay. I need 18 YouTube subs for 69K. It's never gonna happen normally. I don't think I can be discovered on search anymore on YouTube. Nothing works. So whatever, y'all are just blessed enough to find me, you know, before whatever happened with their algos changing 8 million times to help the woke and the communists, you know. Mega news, right? News like, okay, you can't find anything anymore. Try to type in something. It will be all news from the infiltrated communists, right? That all push the same narrative, right? Lock you down, okay, climate crisis, all these things. That's all you will find on YouTube now, trying to search for something. So I'm done on that front. So, but hey, at least we got to live in the golden age of it before it was completely destroyed, like everything else. All right. All right, Bitcoin, your favorite coin. I mean, it's my favorite coin too. If someone's like, hey man, you have to pick one crypto forever and always, it's Bitcoin, dude. Come on, like what? Yeah, dude, nano coin. Really? Oh, private wins thanks to your girlfriend, man. Wow, dude. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. All right, well, that's it, dude. That's the stream. Covered a lot. we made it to the hour mark. There it is, 1 hour and 1 minute. So I appreciate everyone coming out. Remember, it's the 3rd of the month, so it's the 3rd best day to join the Patreon, the Citadel, which is the premium Discord membership, which they're identical. When you do that, you get access to the trade setups, the education, my charts only, premium Discord chat, some extra emojis, man. But above all that, you are supporting a 100% crowdsourced stream that can't grow anymore. All right. So like, if I can't grow and I'm 100% crowdsourced, all that will happen is I will dwindle away into obscurity, and then there will be no one left, and then it will be over.
I'll clank the Gould and drop to that. Cheers all.
Andrew 2, thank you for the 5 super chats. But I'm not here saying I deserve growth, okay? I'm not here saying, I'm just telling you what reality is. I'm not being negative. This is just real, okay? We're adults here. We're grown-ups. We don't have to be like, oh, everything's positive. No, it's like just kind of how stuff goes now. So there will be TA, no TA, and you'll be happy. Yeah, that's what they're working on, I guess. It's cool though. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are here. Of course, I wouldn't be here every day if I didn't appreciate y'all. So that's how I voice my opinion on the gratitude that I show for y'all. So thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. And I'll just be back. Till next time, respect, TA.